I'm going to show you guys the custom tactics you're probably looking for a team of the season. So quickly, defender, goalkeeper, that's self-explanatory. Both fullbacks and fullback defend. Now, the reason why I went back to 4-4-1-1 instead of using the CDM formation is that since they patched 95 depth, I've always said that I think 70 depth with CMs is a lot better than 70 depth with DMs. The reason why 4-2-1-3, 4-2-2-2, 4-2-3-1 narrow, the reason why all those formations were really good because 95 depth with 2 CDMs is broken. But now everybody's back to 70, and I think 70 with center mid is a lot better than the DMs. I just think you attack better. So I'm back to my 4-4-1-1. Everybody knows this is my best formation. Now, I'll heavily recommend you to use, I've said this before, if you're going to use 2 center mids, I'll recommend to use double box to box. But for example, if Bruno Fernandes doesn't have box to box, so I use him on playmaker roaming. Playmaker roaming is very similar to box to box. Very, very similar if you have somebody else on box to box. You can mess around with the roles, but I heavily recommend use double box to box. Or if you want, you can use playmaker roaming with, like, let's say you don't have Hullet for some crazy reason, you can use playmaker roaming with deep line build up, okay? So those are the 3 roles I would mix around. I would use playmaker roaming, deep line playmaker build up, or just box to box. Those are the roles I would use in my formation. Then shadow striker on the cam, and then double inside forward. You can obviously use playmaker. Again, it's all down to your own playstyle, but I recommend shadow striker. You get more runs from your shadow striker. Plus, when you use shadow striker, you'll see in my gameplay that the shadow striker is actually a lot closer to your striker. So when you're in the box, your cam will be there to support your striker to score. Whereas if you use playmaker, then you're going to be a little bit behind. I just don't feel like they get the same animations, okay? So guys, I would heavily recommend you to use shadow striker, okay? If I have any recommendations, is try and use a left footed on the left for the traveler's right foot for the right. But I actually wasn't using Turkey. I was using what's his face? I was using Malin. So this was the team that I was using. And yeah, that's it, guys.